and thank you for joining me for your March 2025 tarot reading. I do apologize for the late reading. I was a little bit ill, but now I am back. We did have an eclipse earlier this month, and that does invite a little bit of chaotic energy. So if you feel a little bit staggered and kind of running around all over the place, that's okay, that's normal. We are currently in a Mercury retrograde until the first week of April. So bear in mind that Mercury retrograde can impact technology. Be sure to save down any files or anything you may be working on and save your progress. It can also have issues with communication and intellect and thought. So if you feel a little bit mind fog or a little bit stressed out, don't worry, it's okay, it's going to pass. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin your reading, Leo, and see exactly where we're going. To start, you have the Skunk Spirit, Know Your Worth. So it may have been a little bit of a hectic beginning to the year, but March comes in like a lion, they say. So as we're stepping into the energy of spring and coming out of winter, depending on where you are in the world, you may feel a little bit down and sluggish and kind of trying to break those moody blues, but that's all right because the weather has a good way of helping with that. So if there is any way you can get in touch with nature and really express yourself and enjoy yourself, then you'll have a little bit of quiet time to kind of recalibrate. But you do need to know your worth. So when, as the card says, when you get back in touch with the human world and other individuals, be sure to bring that joy and really operate from an open heart space, Leo, because you're wonderful creative energy. And I really feel like there may be someone in your social circle or just someone in your general environment who doesn't really appreciate you fully. Maybe they don't understand you. So just keep in mind that communications may be a little bit staggered at this time, and you really need to focus on appreciating yourself before anyone else can, right? Next, you have the waning gibbous moon, Pleasure. So again, we did talk about getting out to reconnect and get yourself to feeling better. And I just noticed, if you follow numerology, the number on this card is 54. 5 plus 4 is 9. And the number on this card is, I don't know if you can see that, 18. 1 plus 8 is also 9. 9 is all about completions. So you do need to let go of that yucky energy that has been holding you back and whatever it is that might be stressing you out or keeping you down, and really enjoy yourself and find what gives you pleasure, what makes you happy, what makes your quality of life overall better, Leo, because that is going to be a good way to start out any month, and it's certainly being called to your attention in the month of March. Next, you have Get Creative. We just said the creative energy. So if you are working on a project or something, or kind of mulling it around at this time, we are in a Mercury retrograde, so they say that you're not supposed to start anything new because it's just something you're going to have to do again. If it's something you don't mind revisiting, because I'm a Virgo, I go back and perfect things. If it wasn't quite the way I wanted it the first time, I'm all about details. So if something has been on your mind and you're wanting to start that project, just know that it's something you may be revisiting. Maybe you're okay with that because it's something you're always coming back to, like a hobby or a side hustle. Maybe you're updating things in your home space. Me, I'm always changing something. But if it's something you're okay with revisiting, go ahead and start that at this time if it brings you any joy and brings you any pleasure, right? What it is that you bring to the table and what you create, Leo, is very unique, as we are all unique in our own way. And this is going to allow other people to see your self-worth as you appreciate yourself and what it is you bring to the table. I hope this makes sense. If you did start something before the Mercury retrograde, feel free to go ahead and continue work on whatever that is, because if it brings you joy, heck, why not? So let's go ahead and throw some cards for you and see what March has to bring. I'm not really doing flippers today. Thank you, Spirit. Oh. All right, what do we have for Leo? We have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a heart-filled energy. Wands are fiery, passionate energy. So the Knight of Wands is all about going forward and being passionate with what it is he's doing and charging ahead. So you're getting a full speed ahead, right? Spirit is giving you that slap on the back and telling you, go, let's get it done. So if you feel encouraged at this time or inspired even to work on anything, go ahead and move forward with that, because I have a feeling that you're already on to something and I don't really have to tell you. Next, you have the Five of Swords in reverse. And then we'll just throw the one after that just because. The Two of Wands. So Five of Swords is all about being stuck in your head. But given that this card is in reverse, it may be that your thought processes and what's been holding you back is very clear to you at this time, Leo, and you're deciding to just take those thoughts, that negativity, and just chuck it out the window because you see where it's been blocking you. You're also not tolerating any naysaying or gossip because it may be in the works right now. That's what's going on astrologically for a lot of signs. If you are seeing any of it, you're just not taking it to heart and you're just chucking it. You may also be choosing to get rid of old ideals and take on new practices, new methods of doing something. I feel like this is for someone specifically because you found a new way that works better for you. And in that card, you have, I don't know if you saw it, you have the dragonfly. The dragonfly is a symbol of rebirth and renewal. In some cultures, it is an indicator that a member of your spirit family, someone who has passed on or an ancestor, is coming back to visit you and be with you. So keep an eye out for the dragonfly. I feel like someone specifically needs to see this. Next, you have the Two of Wands. New doors are opening up for you. New pathways are opening. The Two of Wands has the cat, which indicates the familiar. In the tarot, cats are a symbol of magic and the mundane, what's in every day, and how we can utilize that to bring about new and exciting changes. And in the other hand, the individual on this wall, as he's standing here on the wall high above the land, has the globe in his hand, which is representative of the greater, the whole world. So you are balancing the everyday to find how it can impact the whole world. Maybe just your world to start with, microcosm, macrocosm, and then moving into the greater world around you. But whatever it is, I see that you're going to have a ripple effect if you step into this new path and you practice those new ideals and go forward with passion, because again, wands are passion and you've got two wands. I would say go for it, Leo. Whatever it is that's tugging at you at this time, it's like not sitting quietly. I feel like in those quiet moments when you're alone, you kind of get down in the dumps and you what if yourself, which isn't something Leos typically do. So you may just be in a bit of a funk right now. But if you are feeling any doubt, Spirit is telling you don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself. I got you. Okay. I just want to see what does Leo maybe not see coming in the month of March. We don't want to get blindsided. Spirit, what do you have for my Leos? I have the world. We were just talking about the world around you with the globe in this card. So what you may not see coming is just the impact that you have on the world around you. It might be your specific area. It might be something greater, something that the world as a whole needs. And you know what? There are moments where even I mean, everybody kind of sits with themselves and says, well, who am I? I can't really create change. I'm just one person. But that's how change starts. Somebody's got to be the first person on the dance floor, Leo. And if that's you, so be it. And you're a bold spirit. I really don't see yourself holding back on this for very long. You're aware that a change needs to be made, and it's going to continue to gnaw at you because you're very passionate about this with the Wands energy we talked about, and you're a passionate sign anyway. You're going to enact whatever this is, and it is going to have a significant impact. If you don't see it right away, don't worry, because change starts small in quiet whispers, right? You need a match to light dynamite, right? So, we're not saying damage anything, but you see what I mean. Start small to make really big impact. So if something you're working on at this time is, it seems pretty small to you, don't worry. Other people are watching, other people are seeing, and you're creating something for the greater good. What blessings do you have in the month of March for my Leos? What blessings? You have the Fool in reverse. So the Fool is all about going on new journeys. He is the beginning of the tarot. He is the 0 card, you could say. It's all about new beginnings and going on new journeys. And the blessings you're going to see is that you may not have any brand new avenues to travel. You're working with energy you already have or energy you're already aware of that you can easily access. It may not be in your day-to-day life, but you're aware of it. I don't know if this makes sense to anybody, but it's something you're already aware of, but because it's not 100% brand new and you're completely green to it, you're at least a little familiar. You're not going to stumble over anything, okay? You are blessed to avoid any stumbling blocks or disasters at this time. So March may present its own challenges because you're in a heady space right now. but a lot of it is it's inner, do the inner work, and that will have a ripple effect that moves outward. So you are blessed at this time to avoid any disasters, and you are getting the go ahead to go on a green light. Okay. Go ahead with whatever it is you're looking to create, because I really don't see anything blocking you but yourself. So what advice do you have for my Leos in the month of March, Spirit? What advice do you have? We have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is all about social energy and gatherings, friend circles, social groups. So this may be coworkers, this may be people that are already your tribe, people in your social group, something as simple as everyday social media friends, your actual real life friends, right? It's telling me that the advice is to be sure you're connecting with them, because when we worry about our own self-worth and we get in our head and we're trying to readdress our own projects and our own ideals, our own practices, we get kind of stuck in a us space. And it's not that you're being self-centered, Leo. It's really more you're doing a self-check. Because you can't fill cups from an empty pitcher, right? I say it all the time, but it's totally true. You can't look after other people unless you've got your stuff in order, okay? So Spirit is telling you to be sure to check in with other people, be sure to socialize, because there's always somebody who misses you, who needs your beautiful energy, and you may not even be aware until after you see this person and they just seem so elated to see you, right? You were the bright spot in their day. They may actually tell you that. So let's go ahead and draw a rune for this reading, Leo. I do not look. We are drawing these at random. What runes do we have? What rune is there for Leo today? What do we got? You have Berkano. Berkano is the rune of beauty and affection, beautiful things. So as we were talking about knowing your own self-worth and what gives you pleasure, where you should apply your creativity, Berkano makes perfect sense here, because this means you do need to be aware of just how beautiful you are, Leo. What do you bring to the table? How many people really find themselves happier in your company? How many people need whatever it is you are creating, whatever it is you provide, just in your general social space? As part of your friend circle, I feel like there is somebody here who misses you. So I do love this reading for you, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I apologize for the late reading. We are back and we are ready to go. My name is Echo. Thank you much. My name is Echo. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.